Hi, today I'm making chocolate peppermint crunch cookies. These chocolatey, very chocolate, and peppermint cookies are so good. They're light, they're soft, they have chocolate, peppermint. What else can you ask for? So, we're going to begin with 2 ounces of unsweetened baker's chocolate. So, when you buy the bar in the store, you're only going to use half of it, and that's 2 ounces. We're going to use a third cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of flour. We will also use 2 eggs, a quarter teaspoon of salt, about a cup of semi-sweet chocolate, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, as well as a quarter teaspoon of peppermint extract. And then we're going to go ahead and melt our unsweetened chocolate. So what you do is you're going to add that 2 ounces into a bowl and melt it at varying increments. So about 15 seconds, and then you check it to see if it's melted. And from there, you're going to return it back another 15 seconds. And this keeps the chocolate from burning. Once the chocolate is all melted, you're going to set that aside, and we're going to go ahead and, just give it a quick stir and move on to our dry ingredients. So we'll add the cup of flour into a bowl, and then we're going to add our teaspoon of baking powder and also our quarter teaspoon of salt into the dry ingredients, and then we'll whisk those together. Okay, so we're just gonna, mix those, and then we're gonna set those aside. So far you have the chocolate and you have the dry ingredients all set aside. Next, we're gonna work on in a separate bowl, we're gonna work on our wet ingredients. So we're adding the third cup of vegetable oil as well as the 1 cup of sugar. Okay, we'll add that. And then we're going to add 2 room temperature eggs. I don't know if I mentioned they should be room temperature, but that's important. Okay. And again, we're going to whisk. We're not using a mixer for this. We're going to just whisk the sugar, the oil, and the eggs all together. And once that's combined, we will then go back to our chocolate. So it should still be warm. And we're going to add the melted chocolate to the wet ingredients. And again, we're going to whisk those ingredients together until the batter has turned to a chocolate color. Okay. From there, we will go ahead and add a quarter teaspoon of peppermint extract to that batter. I talked about that earlier, okay? We're going to now add our dry ingredients back to the chocolate mix that we made earlier. And once again, we're going to whisk the ingredients together. Okay, you want to mix this well. You want to ensure that all the flour is incorporated into the batter. And then you're going to transfer that into a bowl. Because now what we need to do is we need to refrigerate this batter for at least 3 hours. The goal is to make it solid so you can scoop it onto parchment paper. And this is what it looks like. It's scoopable, as they say, right? And so I placed these on my parchment paper you see some space there, a couple of inches apart. I'm using a scooper, so it's a little larger. Next, while I'm going to bake those at 350 degrees, I'm going to then go and make the glaze for the cookies. So that's where I'm going to use my cup of semi-sweet chocolate, and I'm going to just microwave that again in 15-minute increments. So I've taken my cookies out of the oven. They're very soft, so you want to let them cool about 5 minutes at least, really 10, because they'll still be warm. And I've got my glaze together, and I'm going to dip the cookie into the chocolate. Now it'll be super soft, so you want to be very delicate with it. I'm going to then top it with the peppermint crunch sprinkles, which is just crushed candy canes, and continue to let the cookie cool. And that's it. Chocolate peppermint crunch cookies.